Okay, let's do a couple more collection examples. I wanted to work a little bit more with maps. So let's create um, a function that takes a list of strings and calculates the frequency. So if something is repeated, we're going to return that that thing appeared 2 times or 5 times or however many times. So it's going to be a map from string to integer. And so the return value is going to be this string appeared this many times, right? Let's call it calculate frequencies or something like that. And we are going to get a list of strings. Let me call it words. They're not necessarily words, but this thing is complaining because I need to import everything. Import map, import list. In fact, well, yeah, let's do this. This is officially bad manners, but then I don't have to worry about importing everything. So I need to do map string integer. Need to create one. Let me call it frequencies. That's what I'm gonna return eventually. Equals new, and I'm gonna use a hash map. It doesn't terribly matter which one you use, but string integer. And we are gonna return that thing. So Eclipse will stop complaining. Now, how do I calculate that thing? I need to go through every word, right? So for string word in words. Now I'm gonna go through my list, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check whether the map contains that thing. So frequencies contains key word. If it contains that word, then I'm gonna do something. If it doesn't contain the word, let me do this case because it's easier, right? It doesn't contain the word, then I need to say, oh, now I have seen this word and its frequency is 1, right? So I'll just do frequencies dot put the word and 1 as the value. That is good, right? Now, what if it already contained it? Then I need to increase it by 1, right? So I can only change values in my map by frequencies.put. I'm gonna change the value for word, and now what I want here is whatever the value was plus 1. So I can do frequencies.get word plus 1. That should work unless I ended up with too many parentheses, which I did. And so this probably would work. Let's do, let's make this static and public, why not? Public static void main string args. So how can we get a list of strings? One relatively easy way is to have one string, use split to convert it to an array, and then use arrays.asList. So I'm gonna, let me declare this string phrase equals, let's do the, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, and hopefully I don't run into copyright issues. So when I calculate the frequencies, 1, 2, red and blue would have 1, and fish would have 4, right? I'm gonna call split on this phrase, and that will give me an array with the words. I'm gonna split by the space. So let me do list of string words. I'm gonna use phrase dot split on space. However, this thing actually returns an array, so I need to use arrays.asList to convert it into a list so that I can pass it to this other function. So now I would do map of string to integer frequencies equals calculate frequencies of words. And then I can print all those things. So let me use a for each for map.entry of string integer. This is ugly as hell, but that's what Java forces us to do. Entry, that's my type. This is the name that I'm going to use for the variable inside the for, and it's going to be inside frequency. It's going to iterate over frequencies dot entry set. So now I can do stuff here, and what I'm going to do is print it. So let me use entry.getKey, and that would be the string, plus, let's use this, entry.getValue. And so if we did the whole thing correctly, that would get us the frequencies. Yay, red is 1, blue is 1, 1 is 1, fish is 4, and 2 is 1. Yay.